Crypto has exploded in recent times, and so has mining. If you saw some of my last videos, you know that I got a miner. Actually, I got 2 of them. Now, if you're considering the same thing, here are a few things I wish I knew before mining crypto. It isn't all fun and passive income. You want to listen and stay to the end because it'll make the difference between a profitable mining journey or a $10,000 paperweight. Unless you want to piss away $10,000 or any amount of money, you know. Since you have that $10,000 marker in your head right now, let's start with that. If you look at the miners, you'll see a big price tag attached to it. This is the point where most people just assume it's, $12,000 and that's all they have to spend, right? That's kind of a mistake. Most people will miss this, and it's this section over here that's incredibly critical. This miner is subjected to a 25% import tax. Each country is different, so look up what your state and local laws say. Let's say you accept it. You pay the 15 flat, you get it, now you start to mine it. Now we come across problem number 2, which I wish I knew before I got into crypto mining. Most of the initial expectations that are set for you are you buy it, you make passive income off of it until it pays for itself, and then some. By this point, a lot of video creators do this sort of thing where they show, oh, look, you can make potentially up to $34, $35 a day every single day with this thing. And then they pull out a nifty little Windows calculator on the web, and they take, okay, here's your initial cost divided by 30. So you could basically make a full ROI in 500 days. And then after those 500 days, this miner's basically paid for itself, and then everything else is pure profit after that. And I'm here to basically say, no, it's not. Okay, I'm a little frustrated with this because they're basically selling you a dream. They're not actually telling you the full story of the thing. If they were to show you the full story, yes, it looks like it's going up in the initial, but as you can see, as time goes over, it starts to actually go down. I'll explain why this gets progressively worse in the next point, but to finish this one off, your original 500 days to ROI just got extended. And with these machines having a typical life expectancy of about 3 years, your profit window just got smaller. And it gets even smaller with this next reason. The third thing I really wish I knew, but I honestly kind of knew, but I just didn't really know how bad it was until I actually got into the mining field, and that's having to do with basically the price of the coin, mining, and difficulty and competition. Take a quick look at my stats. On December 5th, I made about 0.0217 LTC. And if we go over to December 12th, I'm making only 0.0215 LTC. If we compare this to the network hash rate and difficulty at the same time, you'll see that we started with about 312 terahashes and ended up with about 349 terahashes. The data directly suggests that the more people that are mining, the more people I have to share the rewards with, meaning I mine less. The less I mine, the less I make. If the price were to continue to rise and rise sharply, then this would offset the less that I'm mining. However, whenever a price like this jumps, especially in the crypto world, we see a lot of people start jumping on to mine this particular cryptocurrency because it's actually more profitable to mine this, which then, creates that feedback loop. Look, to recap, there are a lot of fees, import taxes, etc. you need to consider, especially with these premiums nowadays, because these miners were not $12,000 before. They were like $8,000, $10,000. And this is not wholesale price. This was retail price. The second I'll leave up to you to determine, because a lot of these creators, either intentionally or unintentionally, are typically sponsored by someone. So they're supposed to basically sell you something, typically dream of passive income through whatever product they're selling. And it's a large pet peeve of mine, especially when they're doing this, where they pull out a calculator or a spreadsheet and they basically sell you on the idea that this is going to be, or whatever they're selling you is a consistent passive income. And for something like this, they basically neglect to mention like subtle but really huge things such as fluctuating coin prices, or another big one such as potential downtimes, which could take weeks, even months sometimes at your hosting facilities, and potential hardware faults, etc. And this is all wrapped up nicely to embellish the probability that you probably won't make your ROI back within the year, second year, maybe not third year, and it's a great thing that these things have a typical maybe 3-4 year lifespan. I can keep going with this because I have a bone to pick with some of the mining facilities, but I didn't make this video with the intent to become Batman and go on a crusade. I made this with the best of intentions, with the idea that hopefully you will be a little bit more aware of what you're buying into, and with the hopes that you also found some value out of this, that you would at least subscribe, maybe leave a comment, about where I went wrong, what I may have missed, or if you want me to continue these 4 a.m. rants. But, it's 4 a.m. and I kind of want to go to sleep now, so I'll just leave you with this. Just remember, just because you're a day trader doesn't mean you have to trade every single day.